You can't see me apparently because none of my devices want me to be seen today. And this was not, repeat, not what I had planned. So here we are on Chakra Sessions, and tonight was supposed to be like this really cool giveaway night. And I still want it to be. And so if you guys are able to listen, hear this, connect to it, that'll be cool. But I understand if you don't, because there's no picture of me, so you probably don't even know there's a recording going on here. But Rob and I have been fearlessly trying to get the broadcast up and going. And maybe it's just not meant to happen this week or today. Maybe it'll happen another time. There we are. I see Julie's here and Ellen found me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm real sorry you can't see me. Glad you finally got it. Yes. We are, for whatever reason, my camera won't work and my backup camera won't work. So I'm glad you can hear me. I'm real sad you can't see me, but
other than that, everything's going flawlessly.
Yes, and we're hanging in there, and we're doing it by the seat of our pants. So here we are. And it's just sometimes that's the way things go. When we're dealing with technology, sometimes it has another, idea. And maybe this is paying homage to my roots with Star Nations. This is one of my, last broadcasts for the moment with Star Nations, because Star Nations is going to go on a little hiatus as Neshi regroups and recalibrates, which is perfect for her. And so I started out on Star Nations on Blog Talk Radio. I don't know how many of you are old enough to have been listening to us when we were on Blog Talk Radio, but that's where I started. And there was no video. It was all by just a podcast, just our voice. So that's what we've got going on tonight is a version of a podcast. So we have like this special thing that's happening with Chakra Sessions. Chakra Sessions is going to be broadcasting live on YouTube starting next week. And our YouTube channel is the same as my school. So it's Trinity Mystical Energy. That is our YouTube channel. So you can find us there and you can head over there and subscribe if you're not already there, so you can find out when we're going to be there. Chakra Sessions will still be coming to you on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. every single week. And in addition, because this channel is now part of my school, I'll be offering things like the full moon healings, and we'll be doing new moon celebrations. And we will be having special classes that might interest you, like an introduction to your chakras. Or maybe you want to learn how to use a pendulum, because those are things that we're going to be having on our YouTube channel connected to our school. And what's exciting about the Trinity Mystical Energy, our website is up and running. So our mystical boutique is ready to go, which is great. We've already gotten a few orders from there. So I'd love it if you guys could, take a look over there, maybe like our page if you haven't already, because I will continue to show, I'll share the YouTube videos on Chakra Sessions page, as well as the Trinity Mystical Energy page. So you guys can still find me, and we can still work on the energy. And tonight is, the launch. We're launching our new channel, but on top of that, I'm having an anniversary at Star Nations. So I started with Star Nations 4 years ago, and I I misplaced the actual date in the move, but I know it was mid-March. So I'm going to say it's probably around this time. So I'm around my 4-year anniversary. So these 4 years have been like so special to me, and I want to give back to you guys and part of the community. So unfortunately you can't see what I'm giving away, which would be really nice, but I have 4 special things that I'm going to be giving away. And I'm going to enlist the help of Rob to pick the first winner of somebody who is in the house right now. Who would you like to win the first prize, Rob? All right, Carol. Woohoo! So, Carol, you are winning. The first gift is this beautiful group of the 7 chakra stones. So it's 1 stone for each chakra. So we have a beautiful garnet for your root chakra. We have an orange calcite for your 2nd chakra, a citrine. Yes, you, Carol, you. A citrine for your 3rd chakra, a rose quartz for your beautiful heart, some fantastic amazonite for your throat chakra. And by the way, that can call in Isis if you need a little solid feminine voice going on. And then some beautiful amethyst for your 3rd eye, and some clear quartz crystal for your crown. And you can use all of these stones to help balance your chakras. When anything feels out of whack, you can lay with them. You can ask them to do the work. And they come in this beautiful velveteen pouch. So all you have to do is, I have your address, so I'll just send it to you. I was going to say, message me with your address and I'll send it to you. So congratulations, Carol. You're our first winner. I'm excited. So one of the things I had planned was to do some card readings. And what my team wanted me to do was to do a 3-card draw for 1 for this week that we're in, 1 for the rest of the month, and 1 specifically for spring, because spring is happening. Spring is springing on us next week. So we're really ending a season right now, and we're hopping into this new time, which is exciting. So the card that I got for us for the rest of the week is the Ace of Hearts. So the Ace of Hearts in this particular deck is, and the deck I'm using, which you can't see, but I might as well tell you anyways, is the Art of Love Tarot deck by Denise Jarvie. And the artwork is done by Tony Carmen Salerno, who's one of my favorite artists for any of the Oracle and Tarot decks. So the Ace of Hearts is all about love in this deck. It's a gift of love. So we're ending this week with a lot of juicy love vibration. And it's ways that the divine is going to connect to you and send you a little TLC. I don't know about you guys, but we're having beautiful sunny weather. And at least for another day, which I'll take it. And that is really one of those things that helps fill us up, right? We feel like nurtured and loved. And even just that energy, I was noticing today when I went to the beach to do some writing. And I was noticing that people were laughing and they were having fun, and people were being nice to strangers again. And there was this vibration of community that was really nice to experience and nice to see. And so maybe for the rest of us, we're going to have a chance to really get in some nice, good love energy, and move out of our fears and really step into that place of taking a deep breath and just being like, yep, this is how it is. And I'm just going to enjoy life. So how fun, right? I love that. And then for the rest of the month, we're in the magician energy. So the magician in this card is really leaning into all the ways you can bring magic into your life. Like, you have the wand. How are you going to wave it? What are you going to use it for? I see this as, sometimes you just impulsively do things and you try things because there's no fear. And when we embrace the magic, we're willing to try new things and we're willing to put ourselves out there a little bit. And we start to create the life that we're looking for, the life that we want, the life that really speaks to us. We can release all of that energy of, oh, life is happening to me and I'm the victim and poor me. We can go, I'm not doing that anymore. I am going to really see what I can create. And if you don't like it, then wave your wand and try something new, which is so awesome. I love the magician card. It's one of those times where I feel my most creative. So if you've got some creative projects that you've been thinking about, stop thinking and start doing, because the magician energy is all about putting it out there. Do those paintings and make those magic wands and write those books and cook that awesome food, because we all need that kind of spark of magic. And if you can love energy at the same time, how can we lose? So that's really exciting. And I'm really enjoying that. The energy that's coming up for the new season, for spring as a whole season, starting next weekend, we hop into spring. The energy it's one of our soul cards, and it's called the Awakening. And the awakening is really about our soul coming out from the depths of the water, all of that emotional water that we've been in and feeling maybe a little like life is happening to us. And maybe, that's been a little difficult. There's been a lot of things going on around us, and maybe it's time for us to sort of come out from under the water and really put our face up to the sunshine and emerge who we truly are. And in this emerging energy, there is this sense of, intuitive gifts waking up a little bit more, and really this ability to tap into not just our 5 senses and our 6 senses, but our 7th sense as well. And the 7th sense is really, imagine being able to connect to your intuition of your higher self, not just your intuition, and how tapped into the wisdom and the cosmos that our higher self is. It's this breaking open, and really cracking open and becoming who you are. And in that place, when we're emerging, sometimes we're analyzing the things around us that just really don't work, and we lovingly let them go. So if there's things that just aren't quite matching who you are or what you want to be or how you want to live your life, let it go. Now's not the time to be shy. Now is the time to really just say, life's short. I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. And I'm going to bring in as much joy and happiness as I can. So this is super cool. I'm excited. Yeah, Lindy, nobody can see me because, something's going on with all the cameras that are connected to me. I tried my phone, my camera that is built into my computer, my external camera. Yeah, none of them are having it. And Rob spent a good, almost 20 minutes trying to get it going. But even his wizard skills could not get my new hairdo on camera. So for all of you who have been watching the evolution of Polly Joe's hair colors, we are currently embracing the blue, the purple, and the pink with some silver, because I'm letting some of my silvery white come out, which is exciting. So Rob, let's see. I got another giveaway to do. Who are you going to choose from our audience? Jean. Nice. Hi, Jean. So Jean, I wish you could see it. It's so gorgeous. I have this handmade by this beautiful artist. It's a pendulum that's made out of fluorite and copper, and it has some beautiful fluorite beads on it as well. Some intricate design with the way the fluorite was wrapped. So Jean, you have a beautiful pendulum waiting just for you. So don't be afraid to message me, and I will get that to you. I'll actually be in your neck of the woods, I believe, next week. Next week, I'm going to do tartan plaid with my hair. Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised. I definitely wouldn't be surprised. But definitely one of the things that has been coming up for me is like, just have fun. Life is short. Life's too short for bad coffee. It's too short for bad hair. And why not play? Why not have some fun and just play? Especially now, because there's so many ways to do that. And I love supporting local hair artists who they have a blast just getting a chance to play with your hair and do all these cool things. So yeah, Jean, we'll show you how to use it. I definitely have a pendulum class coming up soon because I think pendulums are actually really good ways to communicate with your spiritual team. I use them to check chakras to see how the energy is flowing through them, whether they're open or closed, or there are all sorts of things you can do with them. And I learned to pendulum from my grandmother, who actually used to use just a needle and thread. And she was able to get a yes and no answer. And she was a really, really well-known person for being able to tell what sex a baby was before they had all of these cameras and things. So I'm pretty sure she had 100% record, but I wouldn't want to say that because there might have been one she missed. But a lot of people would come and try to find out what their baby was going to be from Emma Wagner, because she just knew that. So Lisa's saying her 7:00 Zoom canceled because of tech difficulties. So maybe it's something bigger than this. So that's okay. Yeah, because I wonder if it's a camera thing. It could definitely be. So as I go forward with Chakra Sessions, I thought about changing the name when I move to the new YouTube channel. But you know what? I've been Chakra Sessions for a long time. And, while I talk about all sorts of energy and how you can tap into ways to use that energy to change your life and change your health and well-being, it all started with chakras for me. And so it's really important to me for us to sort of keep up that tradition. Even though I teach multidimensional quantum healing, chakras are just a little tiny piece of that. But it feels like something accessible for everyone. It's not too, not too nerve-wracking. And you'll be able to ask questions about all sorts of things, energy, healing energy, things like how to use a pendulum correctly, how to sage and use crystals, especially now that energy is shifting and changing. Some of our old things don't work quite the same way. I had to upgrade a lot of my blends to match the vibration of the fourth and fifth dimension. It worked great in the third, but there are a lot of people who are starting to move into the fourth and fifth dimension. And because of that, some of those tools aren't working. With that in mind, I have another giveaway, Rob. So who you thinking? Who you think's our next winner? Lisa Crawford. All right. Just snuck in there. So Lisa, I have this really cool oil that is called the Transcendental. Yes, you can get a link to the new YouTube channel. Yes, it's called Trinity Mystical Energy, and Rob will figure out a way to get a link into the feed probably after the show, because I don't think we have it quite yet. But we'll put it in there so you guys can find it, and I'll put it on the page and make it all bright and shiny. So Lisa, you won the Transcendental Soul Heart Chakra oil. So this one connects, this oil helps you connect to your high heart, the transcendental heart. So when you're needing to access more peace, more calm, more healing for yourself, you can use it by either rubbing it on your wrist, right on your sternum, or even on the bottoms of your feet, because your feet are really good at pulling the energy in. So this is it is an oil that helps connect to the heart, basically, of your higher self. And can't we all use a little bit of extra love energy? So Lisa, I'm excited for you. So make sure you message me either on the Chakra Sessions page, or you message me personally, and I'll make sure to send this right out to you, because I'm very excited. My team was like, we're going to give stuff away. So Jean and Lisa and Carol have already won. I have one more gift that's coming up soon. But before that, let's see. I am going to do a reading for Carol Ruh. I think that's how you say your name, R-U-H. And so Carol, your card is called the Knight of Stars. So the energy that you have coming up in this next week is all about adventure. Sounds like what we were talking about. So Carol, I invite you to really look for ways that adventure is trying to come into your life. And a knight has a lot of, they're fearless, right? They just sort of jump forward and they go for it. So if you have the opportunity to try something new, if your knee-jerk response is no, like really close your eyes and lean in and see if maybe there's a yes in there, because your soul's dying to do new things and to try new things. So see how in this next week you can really spark that sense of adventure for yourself, for your inner child, and you're going to have a great time if you do. And nights are always energy where we feel secure and taken care of. It's not about being rescued, though. I just want to make that clear. Knights are very just honorable and have a lot of respect. And they're willing to just go for it. Fearless. Yeah. So that's great. And I'm going to pull another card for, let's see, Deanna Doris Frederick. So your card, sweetheart, is the Three of Stars. So the Three of Stars is all about using your wisdom and your vision. So this can be a lot of dreams. So be prepared to have a special notebook or a journal next to your bed when you're sleeping, because you might have a lot of dreams. I know a lot of people have been dreaming recently. So just make sure that you get some of that written down so you can remember it. There's some really cool insights that are coming your way. Maybe some new adventures too, kind of like Carol. Um, like for me, when the visions card comes, it's often a new business idea or a new class to teach, or maybe a new color to dye my hair. Um, it's like I get a vision of something different and then I create it. So that's the energy that's coming up for you. So let's see what you can create with those great visions. And make sure that, like I said, have that paper and pen handy, because lots of times we get off onto the next thing and we forget what our dream was. And then we got to wait a whole nother night, right? To hopefully sleep and remember it. So that's what's in for you. And Lindsay Jerome is saying, yes, vivid, crazy dreams recently. Something about being in Pisces energy does that for her. Yeah, when we're in a lot of water, we can be swimming around in the fields. And when we're in the fields, well, then, we can have all that juicy creative energy going. But it can be a little rough on our sleep. Sleep disturbance. Some people are really good at sleeping through that, but it can feel a little bit like a tsunami. I've definitely been having trouble falling asleep. Even when I'm super tired, I'm like, I've got so much that energy that wants to still be used. And that's just not going to work for me. But there we go. We've got that going. So, Rob, you want to pick our last winner? We have one more gift to give away. Cindy. Woohoo! So, Cindy, you won the Goddess Athena Oil. She was asking for it. So, Goddess Athena has a lot of, when you use the oil with any of the gods or goddesses, it's uses the oil as like a transmitter. It allows you to call that energy in, and it allows you space to really connect to how you would like to bring that energy in for you. And what I'm seeing with Athena is, she's got a lot of warrior goddess going on, that divine feminine who's also a little badass, and is willing to stand her ground. And she does it, though, in the feminine energy. She doesn't do it in the bully, shadow, masculine energy where we've experienced it quite a lot before. So instead, you get to stand in this energy and see how you can become and feel empowered as a warrior goddess. Because, we can get a little intimidated by humanity. And we can, sometimes kind of hide out and play it safe because it's easy. But when we want to really get out there and live our life and be who we're meant to be, sometimes we need a little help. And Athena is fantastic for that. And even though she's got that kind of badass energy, she does it in a really soft way, so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Kali, she's a little fiery. So when you call and work with Kali, she's going to destroy what is not working in your life. And sometimes, we've hit that brick wall, and that's exactly what we need. We need that bulldozer energy to really shift something stubborn that has not been working, especially relationships that are just not gonna continue the way they are. And I'm always a big fan of Isis and Nefertiti. Love me some Mother Mary. There's a lot of, you are a warrior goddess, Cindy. So maybe she just wants to come play. So there you go. So those are, the goddess and the gods. I have those oils that are available on the website, the trinitymysticalenergy.com. And there's also ones that connect to the different archangels, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, because sometimes we just need to remember how to embrace that energy in our lives. There's ones that are, oils that obviously that are for your physical health and your emotional health and creativity and abundance. But sometimes that spiritual side of us just needs a little love and support. And, all of those oils, I channel. So it's like Archangel Metatron came in and said, you need to make an oil just like this so people can, reach me. And I'm like, okay. It's like a energetic phone number. It matches their frequency, their vibration, and it lets you bring them to you, so that you can say, hey, I need a little help here. And I am all for having tools in our toolbox to create the life that we want, and if that is having certain crystals to help remind you how your energy is meant to be, fantastic. If it's having some oils that you put on to remind your energy body, this is how I want to experience my life. Like maybe you want a stronger force field. Maybe you want to have a better aura. Or maybe you just want help with the empathic overload. Well, there are oils for that so that you can really and be empowered in your life. Rather than life happening to you, life can happen for you. And there's also some, on my website right now, I have some great books and cards, and everything has this lovely vibration. And my whole space has been like vibrating because it's like they're ready to go to new homes. It's like, who is going to choose me today? So they've been really amped up. So I have a feeling, maybe you guys will take a look and see if something needs a new home and needs to go. But I'm excited that these great healing crystals are going to go to Carol Anderson, and the beautiful fluorite pendulum made by a local artist here in Maine. That is going to Jean Bradley, and the Transcendental Heart oil is going to Deanna, and the Goddess Athena to Cindy. How exciting. I'm real sad not to have you see me, but I guess it's a, yes, I did make a wonderful substance abuse oil. Thank you, Cindy. It's one of those things, and yeah, I custom make oils too for people who need things. I have some that aren't on the website, because the substance abuse oil, it depends on the substance. And sometimes I got to tweak it a little bit. I have special ones for like night terrors. If people have PTSD and they're having those startle awake nightmares, I have a special blend for that too, because those are all things that are huge. And there's no reason for us to suffer. And that is part of what my team has been talking to me about lately, is that how can you flip your energy from fear to love? And the answer was, how can you be awesome? How can you choose awesome every day? And maybe that sounds simplistic, but like trying to find one thing every day that inspires your awesome. And maybe it's having, really cool cup of coffee. We found a new coffee shop near me that they grind their own beans, and they roast their own stuff, and they have all these flavors and they let you combine them. So I had a caramel coconut decaf coffee today, which was so good. And it just made my day awesome. I had this wonderful coffee. I went to the beach and I wrote 15 pages of my book. Yes, Aroma Joe's, Carol. Aroma Joe's. It's a chain here in Maine, but they're all locally owned. And oh, it was fantastic. And I might have to put chocolate in it the next time because I'm starting to hone my skills here. But the dark chocolate raspberry, yep, that was fantastic too. And can you tell that like set the tone for my day? Just having this really good cup of coffee made a huge difference in how I approached the rest of my day. And so what can you choose in your life? That's awesome. And we'll find it, right? And be it and live it, because that will bring joy to all sorts of people, not just you, but people around you, because it's kind of contagious. And we all know that, like when you're with a friend who's laughing and joking around, you have fun and you're light and you're in the moment. But when we're caught in negativity and fear, we get caught in our past, we get worried about our future, and we zone out of the present moment. So that's what it's about. Like, be here and live your life and have fun in it. So find one thing every day that is awesome, that you can experience. And maybe it's just like a really good bubble bath. Maybe it's a walk out in the sunshine. Maybe it's a phone call to a friend you haven't talked to in a long time. All of those things can really shift because you're looking to create positive energy. So I'm all for it. So thank you guys for being here for Chakra Sessions, for my anniversary of my show. And I think it's funny, we're back to basically radio, which is where I started with Star Nations, was on Blog Talk Radio. And so we're just kind of back in that mode right now, podcast mode. So starting next week, I'll be broadcasting live on YouTube. We will send the links onto the Chakra Sessions page, but it'll be after the video is over. It will only broadcast live on the YouTube channel. So you can head over there. I saw Julie Shumway Hill was a fast learner. She got right over onto the YouTube channel and subscribed, so she can find us next week easily. We'll be there every Thursday at 7 o'clock. Rob and I will be banging out these Chakra Sessions and helping you guys with how do you get through all of the changes that are going on. 2020 really.
Hey, Pally Joe.
Yes.
If I can interject, we can actually put the link. We can actually put the live link onto on the Facebook.
All right.
So they can use Facebook to get to it, the live link.
All right. See, Rob's got all the technology. That's why he's driving the car. I'm just, riding in the back of the bus.
Still can't get a camera to work though.
I still can't get the camera. Yeah. Still can't get it to work, but that's okay. It's what it's meant to be. But that's where we'll be. We're going to be over there for now. And that channel will have a lot of things mystical. Because it's, there to help introduce you to some things that are happening for my school as well. Now that we have moved the school online, as well as in person, we can reach more people and you can get to us easier. And we can really spread the healing because we need it as a planet. So thanks, guys, for being here, and congratulations to all my lucky winners. And I will see you next week on our new YouTube channel at Trinity Mystical Energy. And have a